Hey guys, welcome to the Frog News Network. You're live with Doug. Let me do the stuff here. Okay, guys, welcome to the Frog News Network. Got the chat cut off because people are just going ape crazy, bat crazy, you know what, in the chat until they settle down. I ain't cutting it back on, but that's okay. This show brought to you by Liberty Water, a Patriot company. Go on over to their website at libertywater.com and put in frog for 5% off on the back of every bottle. And with every order, you also get a Constitution, a pocket Constitution, and you also can scan the back and download all the documents of our founding fathers, which is pretty darn cool. So with that, let me do one more thing, and I'm going to play this video real quick for you.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39. The world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body. How you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
Okay, guys, real quick for the Constitution question from Liberty Water tonight. Name one of the 6 men who signed both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. email your answer to our email at the Frog News Network at gmail.com. The first one in order that answers it correctly will win a 6-pack of water from Liberty Water. He will ship it right to you. Okay, let me get all that out of the way. And we're going to bring Joseph in. He's going to tell you his story about where he started and where he's at now. And he's got an incredible story. Not much intel tonight, but I thought it was time. And I want to thank David for this because he hooked me up with this guy. He's got an incredible story, uplifting story. So let me bring him on. Hey, David, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Doug, how are you? Really nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and how your story starts and goes, and just go from there. Take your time. And if I have any questions, I'll ask you, but I'm going to pretty much let you just take your time and run with your story and tell it complete. Okay?
Okay. All
Go
right.
ahead. I won't interrupt you.
I'll make it clear from the start. I have the story of a drug addict. I've been struggling with addiction my whole life. As a young boy, I was picked on a lot. By the time I got to high school, I learned how to use my hands, and all that stopped. And that's where I don't like bullies too much. They need a hug. But so coming up that way, the partying got the attention. I always wanted attention from people because I didn't get it as a young kid, and so the partying lasted a really long time. The police, how would I say this? My career that I chose very early would automatically make the police my enemy. I thought coming up that way, making money was the right thing to do, and in and out of jail, and it caused a lot of problems. But I went down to Florida when I was 30. I was that 30-year-old that lived in mom's basement. That trunk always kicked me out. I was that guy, and so I went down to Florida and I got clean, and I was clean for a couple of years, and within them couple of years, bought a house. I'm a father of 2 boys. I got a 9 and a 14-year-old. Amazing children. They're both doing great in school. I'm so proud of them. And I snapped my leg in half at work. And being an opiate recovering addict, the worst, your worst nightmare is getting hurt. So when I came home from the hospital, they gave me the best stuff you can think of, and first day home, I told my wife to trash that shit, put it in the toilet, and I chose another route. And I fell October 17th, 2017. And that was the start of my wake up. I was home bedridden and watched everything you could watch. I was bedridden for about 6 months and being on the computer, and I happened to stumble on a very bad version, hard to see, but I could see enough of the Hillary video with the picture at the end, and that broke me. I didn't sleep for 2 weeks, but that's when the digging started.
So was that the video of her and her assistant
Yes.
with the baby? Oh, okay.
Yes.
We don't need to go no further into that video.
No. But,
she murdered a child and they consumed a child. That's what happened. And it was on the internet for a while, but they took it off. You can still find it on the dark internet, but go ahead, brother.
So yeah, that was the start of my wake up when it comes to that. I always felt good knowing that when Trump got in, I liked it from the rip, but that's when I really started digging and researching. And but from that point, well, let's say with David, I met David about 4 weeks ago on MJ chat room, and Juan 07 came up, and I mentioned how much I look up to him. He's really helped change my life. He's an amazing man. The way he tells his stories, when he talks about the stories in the Bible, it almost like he was there. I really have. He's an amazing person, and I got a story with that too. I got to talk to him. So me and Dave started talking, and after the chat, we started calling each other, and it didn't take long for us to feel each other out and realize that we were on the same page. You know, I came from a really negative coming up to this movement changed my life completely. You know, I can go back to my old town now, and I'm friends with the police officers now. They all know me, you know,
Right.
and I love them to death. They're great. They're great people, and I respect police officers. God bless them. God bless all of them out there still wearing that badge. But me and Dave really hit it off well, to the point to where we were calling each other every day, and got into some real personal conversations. I got into, you know, we talked about, I got into collecting these novelty Trump notes. And it became a hobby of mine. I don't hang out with nobody. I'm a family man. I go to work,
Right.
I come home to my wife and my kids. And I got some really cool stuff, man. There's a lot more out there than what people think. So with that, about 2 weeks after, you know, I asked my wife, I said, well, you know, I want to send this guy Dave a package, man. He's really talented and such a good-hearted man. I mean, he calls and checks on me all the time, and I just had the utmost respect for him. I love being able to have him as a connection to talk to, and he's really talented. But his pictures, it's amazing.
Well, let me add this. Can I add something?
Sure.
I've only known Dave about 2 or 3 weeks. He got in touch with me through the chat too, and he's helped me a lot with the show here lately. And along with the other moderators, I want to give them a shout out too. You guys do an awesome job. Dave behind the scenes does a lot for the show. I want to thank him. He came aboard, and you're gonna start to see and hear a lot more of him in the future. He'll be coming on the show, sharing intel and stuff like that. He's got a lot of good stuff. He's got a lot of good talents too, far as just what everything is. He can make incredible pictures and stuff like that. So
it's amazing.
He does an amazing job. But I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
no, not at all.
I wanted to give him his just due.
Gotta get it,
because he's doing a good job for me. And you guys are about to hear a little bit more about Dave, Pain or Truth. You'll hear more about him in the future. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. Go ahead with your story. Sorry for the interruption.
Not at all. I'm so humbled to be able to meet you and talk to you, and being asked to come on this platform. And Dave called me earlier, and he asked if I could do this, and I'm a little nervous. It's my first time on camera like this. So this has been this journey of waking up has been a roller coaster. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Emotionally, physically, mentally, but it's been an amazing journey at the same time, because I know where we're headed, and it's going to be awesome. So I could tell you a story about Juan. When I started listening to Juan, it was about October. The ebook came out, and I got the ebook. And a few weeks later, when the book was actually issued, I ordered a 10-pack, because I've been talking to my family members, trying to get them to understand what's been going on. And, you talk to somebody that don't really realize, and they look at you crazy. A lot of people look at me crazy when I tell them my thoughts and views of the Trump administration and what's been going on. And it was getting real close to Christmas, and there were going to be Christmas presents, and they weren't in yet. I got nervous, so when I went on Gumroad, it said email the creator. So I emailed him, and I wrote to him as if he was going to read it himself.
Right.
And I told him I was worried about the delivery, but then I thanked him and Trump for everything they're doing, because I know that, the main reason is about saving these children, spreading the word, and it's got to stop. And his moderator sent him my email. He read it, and I left my number, and he actually called me.
Who called you?
107.
Really?
Yes. It was about an hour conversation, probably one of the most intelligent conversations I've ever had. He was telling me about, he asked about me, and I told him I'm a carpenter, and he was telling me about this stuff called Gigi-crete, and how it's a new form of way they're building houses, and we talked about all kinds of stuff, man. I was speechless. I was in shock. I was even on the phone with him. I had my 9-year-old right next to me listening, and his voice is so distinctive, So when we were done talking, I went right on my phone and put on one of his videos, and my son turns around and goes, "Daddy, that was him. That was the man you were just talking to." But it was pretty cool, and it was amazing that he reached out to me and called. I was very humbled by that experience.
Wow, that's amazing. It really is in itself, because he's a pretty busy man.
He is, and this mission is serious. A lot of people don't take it as serious as what it really is, and I don't think a lot of people realize how close we are to losing the country. But we know now that's not going to happen. But I had a few things that I wanted to share with you, if you would like to.
Go ahead. We got plenty of time, we can discuss what's going on in society today. And if Dave wants to jump on, he can jump on too.
Yeah, let's get Dave on. So I was donating to WinRed Trump's thing, and my first one I received was this one right here.
Right.
Was mailed to me, and then I started seeing that there was other novelty notes. You've seen the 1,000 and the 100. They're the main ones that most people see.
Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I want.
Well, there's multiples, and I have one for you. And
wow,
I'll flip through for you. Yeah, they're out there, and it just became a hobby of mine. Every week I would just grab some, and I'm stocked up. And the reason why is because this is historical. And I have multiples of all, because I want to be able to give a set to my one son and a set to my other son.
Absolutely.
And I got about 50 of these thousands that I handed out for Christmas, and I'll be handing out to people. I hope to hit a rally this summer so I could hand some out to people.
They're novelty bills, correct?
Yes. These are all
very nice looking, though. By the way,
beautiful. These are the ones of the soldiers. But
mail it off to Trump so he can sign one.
I got a story for you about.
Okay. I'm just joking with you.
Nah, I did that already.
You're the man.
Yeah. They're beautiful, and they're very distinctive. And I started literally breaking these down as if, like if you're coin collecting, there's error coins, there's proofs, there's things that are different. Well, there's something to these. But I'll show you the rest of them. There's ones of Melania. These Melanias are amazing. Let's see, I'll get this one up close. There's a gold.
Wow, that looks super.
Yeah.
Hold it back to this way. There you go.
Yeah.
Tilt it back a little. Man,
sorry.
I'm gonna be in touch with you. I'm gonna be in touch with you so you can tell me where to get them things at.
Oh, I got you covered. I got
because that's something I would also collect, because I think what we're going through now is biblical, and we'll never see nothing like this again in our life. And as I've told everybody before, I believe God has sent Trump here not only to save our country, but to save humanity.
100%. 100%.
God sent him like David in the Bible.
Doug, these actually on the back have 14. Here, let me get it up close.
There you go, brother. Wow.
It's real small in the middle. It says
come down a little bit. Come down. There you go.
It says 24 karat gold, real small in the middle. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to.
Okay, you're all right. What does it say on the back?
The 24 karat gold. These are foiled. 24 karat gold foiled. All of them.
I got to have some of them.
And then silver ones say 999 silver.
Wow, super cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be in touch. I got to have some of that stuff.
There's the Republican ones.
Some people would collect collector cards for stuff. This is my collector card.
Oh no, this
you know what I mean?
I don't honestly, the money value in time. If these are, I don't care. This is
right. Is that the one you just showed me of Melania?
Yes. This is about passing down the story when years pass of what we went through and how we got through this as soldiers, digital soldiers passing the story on. This is, we should all be thankful that we're living through these times.
Absolutely.
November 3rd.
Right.
There's a silver 2020. And there's a few different, like I grabbed any one that I seen. Like this one's paper, that's paper. But there's gold. There's a $2
Did you
bill.
like got them in with different spots all the time, or was it close to the same website or anything like that?
GOP shop
Okay.
is most of these is GOP shop.
Okay.
There's two different GOP shop. One, it's still posting when you put it in, but it's not legit. But I'll hook you up with it.
Okay. Cool. Keep showing us.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Hey guys, we're just this show. There's not a lot of intel tonight, so we thought we'd put a great story on about this man, how he turned his life around, and Juan O'Savin, just give you update if you're just coming on, got in touch with him and actually talked to him for an hour on the phone, which is very strong. And
That's
this
why
is some of the stuff he collects right here. So that's what he's showing us just to get y'all up to speed.
All right, the story behind Mail-in Trump. You ever see the gold playing cards, the 24 karat gold Trump playing cards? They're actually minted. Well, I had my wife and my kids. We all signed it, and I wrote them a letter. My mom's friend's brother works down in Mar-a-Lago, and I was told that I can get that letter sent. So I sent him a gold playing card of himself with our autographs on it, with my letter to him. And I don't know if he sent this to me or not, but 3 weeks later in the mail, just with my name on it, is a signed $2 bill.
By Donald Trump?
I don't know. I'm not positive. I didn't order it. It came in the mail. There was no return address. You
know what his signature looks like, right? He signs real thick.
It looks like.
Yeah, that looked like what something he signed because he got that big signature. You know what I mean? And he uses a big Sharpie. He doesn't use, you know what I mean? You watch when he signs executive orders or anything. He uses a thick marker and it's very like rounded. That looks like his signature.
It's a $2. It's a bill. I didn't order it, and it came in the mail with no return address, just a plain yellow envelope.
That's amazing, dude. I imagine he did send that to you.
I really hope I hope he got my letter, because I look up to him as much as I look up to my own father, and that's
right. Absolutely, that's super cool stuff there.
All right, here's a $1,000 bill. There's differences between these. I found this $1,000 bill says Federal Reserve, and it has thousands around the circle.
Wow.
Okay. Now, the first one I showed you, the one that's out on, that they promote a lot, is this $1,000 bill. Well, this is another Federal Reserve that has hundreds, but this one is the Trump note. It says Federal Trump note, not Federal Reserve.
Well, he owns the Federal Reserve now, so.
Yeah. So there's
every bank in the world.
The $1,000 bill has thousands, and the Trump notes have hundreds on the thousand. But here, let me get to the back. I got a lot to show you. This is from a different company.
Right. I like the way that looks too.
Yeah, these are all gold foiled. 24 karat gold foiled.
You got quite the collection there, my brother.
I still got more to show you, pal.
And I want to tell you, I'm proud of you for turning your life around, man.
Hey, you know what?
God loves people that turn their life around. Look what he did for Mike Lindell, and God did for Mike Lindell. More basically, look how he uses ordinary people like me to get out, to get the word out about what's going on in the world today. I'm dyslexic. I can't spell. I can't write. But I can speak, and I could get the word out about what's going on and bring people together. So that's what it's all about, man. God loves a comeback.
Really, I almost lost my relationship because I put so much time into this. I didn't realize I wasn't spending time with her, because this is that serious,
Right.
Let me show you how fortunate I am. Come here. Come on. This is what changed my life.
What's happening, buddy?
This is Gage.
Hi.
Say hi to Doug.
Hi, Doug.
But
nice to meet you, sir.
It's all about these guys right here.
Yeah, that's it, man.
He hasn't been back to school since the first lockdown. I wasn't going to allow him to breathe in carbon dioxide all day long.
I don't blame you at all.
And if it don't change, he's not going back in September, and it breaks my heart because I want him to be around his buddies.
I think you're going to take changes in the next few days.
I
just
think so.
hold on tight and let me. Where do you currently live at?
I'm right outside the Atlantic City area.
Atlantic City, you'll be all right. Just stay the heck away from big cities for the 4th of July.
Yeah,
Don't even go to a fireworks display.
Listen, the commander in chief said to stay in and let them handle their business.
Well, I'm telling you
If
that.
they need us, he'll tell us.
Well, and I'll go into a little intel after you do the rest of what you're doing, but there's not a lot. But I've got some helpful hints for you. Go ahead, bud.
All right, here's a book of every achievement he's ever made during his first 4 years. Starts from the beginning,
and
then it goes to his travels.
Well, you know the first
trade
place
deals.
The first place he traveled to, don't you? Saudi
right?
Arabia.
Saudi, yeah. You know, all the deals he's made. This is his book of all of his accomplishments.
It ought to be thicker
these
than
accomplishments
that.
really
That's
changed.
just as president, though. A lot more compliments.
This information changed lives.
Right, absolutely.
All right, you can find these. You can find these on. I actually got this on the 6th.
What is that?
This is a gold $100 bill encased.
Wow, that is super pretty.
So when you open it, it's got the back. The bill's
encased in there where it can't get hurt.
Exactly, 24 karat gold foiled, like that.
Oh, I honestly, you're gonna have me spending some money. I can see that because I'm super liking that stuff.
I got you covered. Now these are $1 million Federal Reserve notes, and these are errors. These say silver 999 on the back of them, and I got 3 of them. So maybe one day the errors on these might, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
You never know. But
never know.
You never know. This one.
David said you sent him a huge package.
You know what? And if I felt so good, it made me feel so good to send it to him.
And it always makes me feel good to help somebody.
It is.
What it is when you help lift somebody up that never asked for anything.
I'm in a position now. I've told my testimonies before in NA. So right now on camera with you, I'm a little nervous. So
don't worry about that. I'm just like your neighbor, but I got a camera on.
Absolutely. And I don't care.
I'm the guy next door. No matter how the show goes down the road and how many people watch it, I'm still just a guy next door trying to get the word out about what's going on for real in society today, because we're lied to by the news, and the mainstream media is controlled by the CIA and the FBI.
That's right.
But it looks like you got a load of money there, man.
This is filled with all of his different notes. Now my book has every one of them. I even got pages for them where you're just showing the back of them. But these are all my multiples that I'm sharing to the world. Whoever I meet and I know that's going to appreciate them,
right?
I give them to. Yeah,
I'll send you my address.
I got you covered. I got multiples of all of them.
Oh my goodness, man! You're a bright spot in a dull day. I'm telling you, man. This is all good stuff. Frog and Night City sharing with us.
This is historical, and I feel good that I'm going to be able to give, pieces. That here's his golden $2 bill.
Right.
Look at Melania. She's beautiful. She's amazing.
She's absolutely stunning.
Look at
Time travelers.
Look at this back to this thing.
Awesome, dude. You found stuff I've never seen before. Now, I've seen the $100 bills and the $1,000 and the $1 million bills, but I've never seen these $2 bills. I've never seen I've never seen that before. Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
This 3, you got to see this 3 up close, November 3rd. Because that's
it's red, white, and blue.
Yes, sir.
With silver for the 3s. That is beautiful.
This was an important day for all of us.
You ain't kidding, because it started the biggest sting operation in the world. And we're going to get every person in the swamp drained. The fish are flapping out of the water now because we've exposed all of them. Most of them have been already arrested.
I'm not being metaphorical. These demons will have nowhere to hide.
That's it. And we're not going to give Satan any room to go anywhere.
This isn't about
because good always defeats evil. Joseph, good always defeats evil.
This ain't political.
This ain't
stuff we're dealing
Republican,
with.
Democrat. This is good
Nope.
versus evil. This goes back in the Bible, man, to God and Satan. This is how far this biblical fight that we in goes back. And people need to realize that. Super cool stuff, man. Like I said, I've seen some of the stuff, but I haven't seen a lot of the stuff you got. I've never ever seen before.
Space Force.
I love it. Gosh, that looks good. Yes, sir.
I'm looking for some that you see real nice up close.
And just a reminder, NASA never went to the moon in a rocket. I like that a lot. All they did is film in the desert. Why does NASA have recording studios with green screens? I'm just curious. Just a question I got.
They got us living in a program.
Yeah. And their program is to eliminate us. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to show out.
I'm telling
the listeners, this is about sharing.
Everybody that is a Froggenite loves Trump. So you're showing stuff people will go, they're probably going,
I want people to get them.
As long as you don't put the bills out of Biden, we'll be cool.
Now the packs, when you get a pack like this is a silver pack, and you've seen the gold pack. Now when you just buy the silver pack, you actually get a 1, a 2, a 5, a 10, a 20, a 50, and 100. Right. Of the silver and the 2020. Right. The same for the gold pack. But they're thick enough, so I'm using them to store extras. Like people collect cards, you collect $100 bills and $1,000 bills of Trump. I found these and I went in, and I knew you're all in. Honestly, it's about. I want to give these to friends and people that I know. You're like your own United States Treasury with Trump bills. I love it. You know, Trump even made a Jefferson gold one. I mean, they're. Finding another one that you haven't seen up close. These $2 bills come in 3 different types: a black, a silver, and a gold. That looks clean. You know, look at Barron looking at Knucklehead. Can you see how Barron's staring at him? He's like, "Punk, we got you." This is the gold one of her. Wow, beautiful, just beautiful. So, you want to talk about January 6th? Yeah, tell me all about that. Okay. Well, 3 weeks before the 6th, when he first mentioned that date, I felt it. And I told her right away, I'm going. I'm sorry, I'm going. I just got her a new Rogue Sport for Christmas. Right. And, I see your Juan Saving book right there. Yeah, and I want to talk to you about doing something with one of them books too, for a Patriot. This is my January 6th memorabilia. Right, gotcha. I got this in DC. Right. This paper is going to be historical. You know what I mean? Right. You only could get this in DC. Right. Day. You know, the flyers that were being handed out, the Declaration of Freedom. Right. The People's Bureau of Investigation. Then I lit it up with some bills. That's super cool. There's my room key that I stayed at on New Hampshire Avenue. Wow. My brother was demoing the Taj Mahal years back. Right. And this is a Taj Mahal 420 coat hanger. He gave it to me a few months ago. Cool. So I was like, yeah, that's definitely going on there. So this is my memorabilia. January. Did you make the frame? Yeah. Carpenter man make the frame? I did the frame, and my son, we played around with the coloring. Cool. I love it. Yeah, and I had an idea that is a quality book Juan made right there. All the pictures are super high quality in it. It's super nice. Amazing. It's amazing. He's such an amazing person. I got an extra first edition. How you just did that question in the beginning. I want to do that and mail you the first edition so we could give it to another Patriot. All right. So is you okay with that? Yeah. We can do that. So all right, listen up. If you're watching the show, and let me think, you can tell me the first one to answer. Listen to this. The first one to answer the name
of the event I'll be going to down in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Email that to the show at the Frog News Network at gmail.com. I'll give him the information and he will go ahead and send you that
That's right.
out to you. Okay.
That's right.
Um,
I
what
want
is the name of
somebody.
the event that I'm attending down in Spartanburg, South Carolina? All you got to do is email me at thefrognewsnetwork.com. I mean, it's the Frog News Network at gmail.com. Okay.
All right. We go up. All right. That's $1 trillion.
All right. I got.
It's classy.
I'm going to send this friend of mine from Australia a link to come on because he said his wife just got forced to try to take the jab and he lives in Australia. So I want to bring him on if you don't mind.
No, not at all. Let's go.
He's my buddy in Australia. So let me get him the link so I can get him on.
This is what it's about. I love it.
Go ahead and just keep telling us.
All right.
So what else happened?
For people out there, they're only a couple dollars a piece on GOP shop. These bills,
okay.
They're not expensive.
But they're super cool looking.
They're awesome. They're going to be.
It probably costs more for the little plastic cases to put them in than it does for the bunny.
It's just they're going to be historical.
Wow.
This one is I bought from a mint. This is just this.
So you went to the January 6th rally?
Yes, I did. It was
Did
amazing.
you get close to what happened in the Capitol?
I got fooled. I could talk about it because I didn't go in. I didn't even get close to the door.
You are a smart man. You are a smart man. Because they're trying to prosecute people that didn't even go in there.
Well, I'm saying it right now out here. I never went in. I didn't break nothing. I didn't go there for that. So if you come get me, come get me. Screw you. But I got one more to show you.
Okay.
This is not a foiled plastic one. This one's actually just a real sleeve of 24 karat gold. This one's from a mint.
That's super.
Yeah, this one.
It's a little reflection off the. There you go. That's better.
There we go.
I like that way better.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for him to join. So good. I'm glad you didn't get involved.
So yeah, January 6th was amazing, man. Everybody at the rally. It was just nice to be able.
How many people do you think you've seen there? Just guesstimate. What were they saying? How many people showed up? 200,000? 100,000?
I never been in a crowd that big, so I have no idea. To me,
it was
looked
like
a
Woodstock
million
or something.
To me, it looked like a million.
I knew it was trouble because that's the first time I ever seen him appear in front of bulletproof glass.
It was serious. It was serious.
And he's never been really out in public since. He's been isolated ever since because they've been they're don't be surprised, and it's going all around the chat in the Telegram groups. And this is hearsay, allegedly. I don't want to put that out there. Allegedly, they're going to try to take one of the clones out that the left got, and they're going to say they killed Trump. Trump is well insulated. From what I gather, he's protected by the Secret Service and Delta Force. If you looked at the rally, you could tell them were military guys protecting him and the gear behind him up on the trains and combat gear. And he sure doesn't talk like he was running for office. It sounds like he's still the president to me.
Commander-in-Chief.
I don't think he's ever quit being the president. If you want to know, officially, he might not be, but I think that he's still very much in charge of what's going on.
President and Commander-in-Chief are two separate hats.
Yeah. Commander-in-Chief. Joe is like I call it. Remember when you used to see on TV? Hi, I'm so and so. I play a doctor on TV, but in real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Joe.
Yeah.
He's an actor, but he's not the president. In real life, he's just an actor, and that's all that is, or a clone. I imagine there's 2 or 3 of them. There's a smart one, a dumb one, and the guy that can run.
Yeah. So
But you never spring up at almost 80 years old from falling down on the steps. I'm 60, and he jumped up so quick after 3 times falling down. I know I can't get up that quick, and he's like almost 80 years old. So that wasn't an 80-year-old man. You can look at his hands and tell his hands aren't 80 years old. You know what I mean? You can see where the mask doesn't connect on his ears. There's just so many things you can see that's not somebody spreading rumors. Just look at the pictures and you can tell he's wearing a mask. It's not, has the guy ever perspired ever since anybody's ever seen him? Because you can't perspire through a vinyl mask.
what about the night with the wrinkled pants? Like,
well, that Trump, that was a clone. That was not him.
Absolutely.
Well, the reason the pants were wrinkled was to tell you it wasn't him, but it was the message. It was the message that was important. Okay, you got to become, as I said, clairvoyant to understand what he's talking about, because everything he said. Barron's 6'6", 6'7". Go to the war book and look up 6'6", 6'7" is what he was talking about. We bought Chinese furniture, and if you put any pressure in it just collapses. He's talking about the Three Gorge Dam. You got to understand what he's talking about. His hair didn't look right. It was over one ear and it was short on the other side. It just didn't look like him. And I got verified that it wasn't him. It was indeed one of his fakes.
Were you there? Did you get to go?
No, I didn't go to that one.
When I was walking up to the Capitol, there was tents all the way down the yard, and they had Trump memorabilia. So I hit every tent looking for these notes. Right. I was on that hunt. By the time I got up to the Capitol, I seen them getting gassed. And in my visual, I'm seeing Trump supporters getting gassed by the police.
Right.
So I ran right up to the front.
Right.
And then I started looking around in the mix why everybody's acting crazy, and I'm realizing I'm seeing yellow ribbons, yellow bandanas, like on different parts, and I'm going, this ain't us. I didn't come here. I didn't come here.
We're being set up.
I thought we were going to go to the Capitol and literally protest like normal human beings.
Yeah, right.
And hopefully one of them came outside and I can call him a pedophile.
Right.
But, it's I realized that wasn't us, and I bolted. I was out of there.
By
the time I got to the side of the Capitol, SWAT team was rolling up, coming out on that side street, and I heard somebody scream, "She got shot," and I was gone.
Well, she never got shot. That was all staged.
Bullshit.
That was all staged, and that's going to come out soon. Yeah. They even got the Secret Service agent because they said it was one of the security that was inside the Capitol security guard that shot her. Now we know it was an ex-Secret Service agent that was under the vice president that supposedly shot. But if you look at where the guns pointed, where the flash went, it's not even close to her head. When she fell back, the blood pack broke on the back of her. That was all staged. And I watched a video of how one person was controlling the scene, telling people what to do next. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was completely controlled, completely staged. What wasn't staged was Delta Force going in there and stealing all the laptops.
Seeing them come down the stairs with the book bags, and they pushed that one guy. He's like, "I'm not here for this."
They had the laptops.
They were on it.
But they got everything on everybody. And if guys don't know that, back when 911 hit, we had what was called the Patriot Act come through, and that means we could spy on anybody. But we got smart after about 4 years and started spying on our own congressmen, senators, and military. Go ahead.
Wednesday and Thursday, that Wednesday night and then into Thursday, I felt so terrible that I even went up in the front when they broke the first barricade, because I realized I was tricked. And Friday, when I found out about the laptops, I was just like, thank God. We got something out of this. It wasn't in vain, and I wasn't a part of that. Because I almost felt guilty. Like, they tricked us. I ran up because I thought our people were getting messed with.
Right, absolutely.
And, I'm glad I peeped it out as soon as I did, because I was gone before they even got through the door.
Let me message my buddy and see if he's coming.
But I want to say this to you, Doug, man. I appreciate you so much. There's a few of you that really, man, you guys are helping so many people. Scott McKay.
Everybody trying to bring people together, because there is no other news. And we're getting ready to take this to the next level and separate ourselves from the rest of the people that do kind of what we do.
Yeah,
We're going to report the real news. We're going on the road,
that's it.
and we're going to spend 30 days on the road attending different rallies, interviewing the people that are keynote speakers, interviewing the people at the events live,
Yeah,
and asking them, why are you here? What would you like to see change in this country? Are you learning anything about? Because what we want, excuse me, as our listeners are not people that are sitting on their ass eating chips and waiting for Nasara and Kasara to come in so they don't have to work no more and
yeah,
think they're
right.
going to be independently wealthy. What we want as our subscribers and listeners are people that are willing to fight for our country as patriots and
Right.
Froganites. That's what we want. To learn how to attend a school board meeting, a city council meeting, what's going on in your state senate,
Yeah.
who brings the parties together in your area, who's in charge of that.
Yeah.
Because it's been ignored for so long. This is how we lost the country. Everybody just turned their head and didn't pay attention. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of listeners, that's the kind of subscribers, and that's the kind of patriots and Froganites that we're looking for on this channel now. Truthers. So, I mean, that's where when we get on the road, it'll really be evident. We're going to be interviewing people live as they come into our event down in Spartanburg, South Carolina on July 10th. Come on down. There's still tickets available for that event, just a few from what I've heard. So, guys, that's what we're going to do. And I'll be interviewing Lynn Wood. I'll be interviewing all kind of people at the
God
event.
bless him. God bless
Yeah,
him.
he is an amazing
I hope
man.
I want to try to make it to the September. I think it's the 24th, 26th.
Well, there's a September 11th. So we're going to have an event. Not where, but Brad and Bonafide are having an event. And the last I heard,
Yeah, that's the 11th.
yeah,
I
that's
thought it was the
that,
24th.
I'm not sure how many people they moved it down. They weren't going to let him have 50,000. I'm not sure what it is, but I know he's booked like 5 of the biggest bands in country music.
Wow.
Plus, he's got one day of country music, then another day of just Christian music. So it's going to be a 3-day event. It's going to be the biggest thing ever.
You
And,
could on the 6th at the rally with the people, you can feel the love and it was the people were amazing. It was astounding. I loved it. It was my first rally too, so it was awesome.
Yeah. So, guys, let me go over a little bit about what I heard today, and you guys can take it with a grain of salt. This isn't verified intel. This is just alleged intel. I cannot prove any of it. Okay. So I'm hearing that stay away from all the fireworks displays. There could be false flag attacks. Okay. I'm also hearing that there's going to be big things happening come the 3rd and the 4th on the that after the weekend's over. Remember, it's a long weekend. That there's a possibility of the RV hitting. I have no firm information on that, and I need to say that out front. But the RV could hit. Absolutely cool, red, white, and blue. But that could hit. Somebody sent me a video today that the Gulf of Mexico is on fire. When God said he'd come back, weird things would happen, and the water would be there, flames, and the oil is on fire inside the Gulf of Mexico right now, and there's fire coming up out of the water. This is crazy times we're living through. It's biblical times we're living through. Please hold tight to yourself. Get your Bible, your pistol,
help your neighbor,
and your phone, and stand ready to defend yourself and your liberty. We have to fight for our rights because they're trying to take them back from us every day by like trying to. In LA, they want to make everybody put their masks back on. There's a new variant to these people think they're rulers. These Democrat cities think they actually rule the people. They work for us. They should be run out of office, and they will be run out of office. All these tyrants and whatever you call them, they need to go. I mean, absolutely.
Gonna happen. I want to say something.
Go ahead, brother.
We need to help our neighbors and help the other. When this goes down, we're fortunate that we're awake on this, and we're a little bit ahead of the game. The people that aren't.
There's a whole lot of people that have no clue what's about to happen.
We need to be there for them because they are us.
I try to talk to people, and Joseph, and they have no idea, and they think I'm nuts, but I'm not. What do you mean adrenochrome? What do you mean they're trafficking children? What do you mean there's no more Hollywood? There isn't. They film everything down in Atlanta now because Hollywood's closed. 80 to 90% of the people that acted in Hollywood are under arrest. People don't realize that everything's about to change. Everything about your life you've been lied to about. I mean, when this all hits, it's gonna just blow people's minds, and it's gonna blow my mind, and I'm ready for it. But
we're definitely still gonna get rocked.
We're gonna be exposed to. Do you really think that they just carved alien ships in the rocks back in the Egyptian days? Do you think they had no TV, they had nothing to do? Let's take a rock and scrape that in there. That's what really happened, and it's been hidden from us for thousands and thousands of years. The technology's been hidden from us. The cures to cancer, heart disease, diabetes, thousands of other cures have been hidden so the cartel and the Rothschilds and all these demonic families could make trillions and quadrillions of dollars. You know that the Rockefellers own all the medical facilities and all the pharmaceutical companies in the world. They absolutely do, and they're all crooked. There's natural cures for everything, but they created the medicine so they could make money. So I'm fascinated that people don't realize this. And when you try to talk to some people, they'll think that you're absolutely crazy. My daughter doesn't currently talk to me because she thinks I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. I don't want to be the one that says, I told you so. I want to be the one that says, how can I help you explain more about what's going on? Then if you'd have listened to me then, I'm going to be there and the show will continue to go on so I can help explain what I know and what I'm about to learn to explain it to more people, because it's going to blow their mind. It'll kill some people when they're exposed to what's really going on in the world, that our government doesn't have our best interests at heart at all. And it's all satanic. It's all corrupt, and we getting ready to drain the swamp. But they're just not going to roll over and play dead. They're absolutely not going to roll over and play dead. As soon as the switch is over, Nassar, Gassar, QFS, they're going to start with what they got that are sleeper cells. They're going to start coming out. They're going to fight back what little they can. They'll be put down quick. But don't think it's just going to roll over and there's going to be this big joy, because that's not going to happen that quickly. It's going to happen. It probably might take 45 days, 60 days for them to get everything under control. Do you know what I mean? There'll be sporadic shootings everywhere, dirty bombs. There'll be people blowing and setting stuff on fire. We've been told that the people need to get out of these democratic cities. They're going to let them burn to the ground because they took the police away. They defunded them. So shame on you. If you're in these cities and you know where they are, you need to get, you need to get out of these cities. Because
I really, for the past couple of years, I've really been digging deep and watching the videos when you speak about adrenochrome. And I was hospitalized 4 months ago.
Right.
The information is so intense, and it got to me. I snapped. I literally lost it. I actually called Prime, and I thought people were out to kill me.
Wow.
Prime, the one who's got the other show. I actually linked up with him. I sent him a testimony, and I linked up with him, and I embarrassed myself completely. Like,
right.
Everybody thinks I'm nuts, and they hospitalized me. It's intense. This is what they're doing to these children.
To know what they do with children and the trafficking of children, there's more money in it than drugs.
It's the number one.
It's the number one thing they're taking, and God's not going to allow it anymore. He's going to destroy this evil.
They're getting wiped off.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
But when it comes to the information, when it comes out to the people that don't realize it, like they said, 90%. Some people are going to get hospitalized that day. It's evil. It's sad. It breaks my heart.
You got to know that the healing centers are going to open up, and people will ask, well, what's the healing centers? They're going to be where the med beds are. And the med beds, they're going to strip hospitals of everything, because you can be cured of everything in the med beds, which just like wireless electricity was invented, almost over 100 years ago. But they didn't want that to get out because there was more money in medicine than healing people naturally. There was no money in wireless electricity. How can we, when we want to charge for oil and gasoline, that's unlimited power for free. So that's what's coming next.
Yeah. What
Power
gets me
for
going, it's going to
free.
heal addiction.
Absolutely, it's going to grow limbs back.
Yeah.
It can roll your age back, depending on everything that you need done. But you know that first, and they're using them now on the children they saved in all the
Mhm.
DOMs underground. What children they could say, you got to understand that the children that were born 30, 40 miles underground can't come to the surface. It's like a person that's been underwater. They get the bends, it kills them. That's they can't bring the babies up. It's a terrible thing.
It breaks my heart every time. It makes me emotional because
Yeah, I understand because you love your children, and
all children.
that's why that we're in this biblical fight right
That's
now,
right. That's right.
and it's not going to stop. But what I'm saying that our fight's not going to stop. We have defeated most of them. Most of the DOMs have been destroyed. Most of the tunnels under the White House have been destroyed. You've seen that you look anymore and you see videos of manholes being blown off and water shooting 60, 70 feet in the air. They call them water bombs after they bomb the tunnels, then they flood them and water bombs. Where they were trafficking children. There's so many tunnels, so many places in the world. It's just sickening, and God's coming to stop it. It's gonna stop.
They ask us, they tell us, pray. It makes a difference.
That's
We
it.
got to. We got to.
I will
I
fight
love that's a silver. I love Trump. I keep it on me at all times. Even though he don't know me, I know him. I keep him with me.
I'll fight to the death for this country.
That's right.
Because if we lose this battle, we've
over.
lost humanity, and I can't give up my hope in
But
God.
we got to stay positive. We do.
No matter what it looks like, it's liable to get a little worse before things get better. People need to realize that. People want, well, it needs to change. Something needs to happen. He needs to move. God moves in his time, not in your time.
Mhm.
You're not at Wendy's at the drive-through ordering and got a coupon and you want to supersize everything, get $2 off, and I want it 10 minutes ago. That's not the way God works.
Nope.
So
I never after November 1st, I never lost faith. Never, not once.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you're beating addiction. That's a very strong thing.
I apologize. I didn't really go into my testimony as much as I really wanted to. I'm a little nervous on cameras.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, we'll bring you on again. But what I'm saying is you came on and you showed us your stuff and you did exactly what David told me you would do.
Well, can I say something?
I'm honored to have you on the show and get here and talk about things that are happening in society today that people might not be aware of. And if people don't know, they need to go look up Nasara on DuckDuckGo. If you don't know what it's about, if it's your first time watching us, I encourage you to go over there and look up the QFS system, how that's going to be backed by gold and silver and precious metals that we already have in the treasury, because we already went over to the Vatican and got the $340 trillion, was about 100 miles of gold, 24 feet wide, 8 foot high in a tunnel. And we took it all back to the United States where it was stolen from us, from our grand fathers. And, it's crazy. So I just wanted to reach out and have a show. I know it's kind of late, Froggy Nights, but what happened is everything's going to be closed. And this might be that who knows what's going to happen. This could be the blackout coming up. But anyways, I have this. I'm getting ready to head down to Bonafides for a solid week, and I'm leaving Tuesday morning. So I had to get all this done for the convention down there. My shirt's done, the hat's done, and it takes a while to get stuff embroidered. It's not a fast deal. It's not like silk screen and a shirt. So I was sitting there for 4 hours because they're so crowded and so busy because they're like the second biggest screen shop and embroidery in the country. It's a giant warehouse, and I don't. God just led me through their front door, and I never knew they were in Yorktown, Virginia. They work for 4Print. That's one of the biggest companies on the internet. They do all their work, and I'm like, wow. And I found you guys. But anyways, that's why the show was late tonight. I apologize it was late, and I know our listeners counts down because the chat's off because we're being attacked by people that are not real patriots. They're the people that read the National Enquirer. That's the people that are.
You can't even give them no time. I seen the one kid and his father. I watched about 15 minutes of it. And
Yeah.
You know,
teaching his kid how to bully people.
He's about to get red pilled, and he's going to feel shame and guilt. If he's a real American, he's going to feel shame and guilt. And let him go. Don't waste no time.
Yeah, well, you know, he's gonna. Well, I don't even want to say it because he streams every one of my shows.
Yep. I'm not even saying his
one
name.
day he won't be doing it no more, and everybody wonder where he was.
Yeah, and you're going to keep doing what you're doing because you're doing the right thing. And I appreciate you so much.
People want to try to make money off other. He thinks by knocking everybody he sees, he's doing justice to somebody.
It's going to bite him in the
and
ass.
he's just a scumbag, is what he is.
It's not even worth
He's an out of work guy that has a page begging for money, a GoFundMe page because he's out of work. He's about to lose his house, and he's not smart enough to be a good gamer, but he knows how to use the gaming software. So you know that's
he's a bully. He needs a hug. He really does.
Well, after a good smack, he needs a hug.
Yeah.
But look, I
don't sweat them haters.
I actually pray till he comes to a senses.
I do too. I really do.
Because I'm going places and there's nothing going to stop me.
That's right.
There's forces behind me that I can't be stopped no matter how hard he tries. He is just part of the demonic things that are going on. They're not going to stop me because I'm backed by a stronger force than he could ever wish he could be. Okay, and people don't realize that. So
bring down the house.
With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut the show short because it was a late show to start with. I want to appreciate you coming on with me, brother.
Thank you so much. I just want to say to people, man, when it happens, help your neighbor. If you see an opportunity where you can reach out to somebody, do it because it really makes a difference. And then waves go out that it affects everyone. Help the next person if you can. Addiction. You can beat it. Everybody has struggles. We're going to get through it. We're going to win. We got our man behind us, Doug. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Oh,
and
I'm
going to get you set up. Believe me, I got you covered.
Okay, I appreciate all that, and I appreciate David hooking you up and getting you on the show tonight because it means a lot to me, guys. Hey, reach out if you need some Liberty water. It's real good stuff. You're supporting a patriot company, okay, guys? A patriot company. If you're interested in X39 stem cell technology to help you feel better, across the bottom is my link. Please get involved. It's a great way. Don't forget Juan's book. Put it up there again. Show it to me. The Kid on the Side of the Road.
He's got the second edition out now, but the one that we're going to give out is a first edition.
Okay. I appreciate you coming on, and God bless. I'm gonna say a little prayer before we go off.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's pray. God, thank you for tonight. Thank you for Joseph coming on, sharing his story. Thank you for everything you're about to do to change the world. Thank you, Lord, and please keep everybody safe through this holiday and about what's about to come, because only you know what's about to happen. We don't. All we can do is prepare for it, Lord. We prepare in the best way. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Thanks a lot for coming on, bud. Have a good evening, and we'll be back in touch. Stay in touch with David, and I'll stay in touch with you, okay?
You got it. I'm going to set you up.
All right. Good night, brother.
All right, pal.